Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Again, to everybody that's celebrating New Year's, maybe you're celebrating it today. Happy New Year. Um, yes, Tamil Puttanda Nalvarthikal and Nabo Barsho Shubecha to everybody. In fact, my uncle sent, I think it was a WhatsApp forward that he received, and then he sent it. And it showed the various different places that celebrate New Year's at the same time. It happens to be all of South India, spreading towards east of India, and then towards the countries on the east, far east. So like Cambodia and all of that. They're also, maybe I'll upload that picture on Facebook. You can take a look at it too. It's pretty cool. It shows the map of the places that were once ruled by King Rajaraja Choran of Tamil Nadu. So Sri Lanka, Tamil Nadu, all of the states on the eastern side, like that, south and east. Okay, so today's story is also about a king. I'm not wearing a crown or anything today because today's kings are our dear Arjuna and Krishna. Now, Krishna and Arjuna, you know that they were uncle and nephew. They shared that bond. But more than that, they shared bond of friendship. And we also know that our dear Arjuna took Krishna as his own master. So he basically learnt from Krishna, right? So today, Arjuna and Krishna are both taking a walk. They are going and they are chit-chatting and they're discussing different things and they're walking. And hey, Jeremy, you're saying something. Oh, thank you. Same to you. And so Krishna and Arjuna are taking a walk, and they see a beggar along the road. They see this guy begging. Now Arjuna feels very bad. He says, nobody in my kingdom should be begging. So he goes and he gives this beggar a bag of gold coins. A bag of gold coins. Now this beggar is so delighted. He says, "Yay, my, I could not have earned this. Definitely not by begging. But even if I tried to earn this much gold coins, I could have never gotten it. But now, thank you, Arjuna. You've given me gold coins." And so he takes it. He's happy. He's joyous, and he's jumping and walking along. But to get to his house, he has to cross a forest and go. Now, when he's crossing the forest, a robber snatches or robs away the gold coins from this beggar. And now he's very dejected. He feels very sad. He says, "What fate has this for me? I don't have any luck. I was given so many gold coins, 1,000 gold coins, but now then I've lost it. A beggar took it. Well, such is my luck." And he just resigns to that. And next day morning again, he's begging on the streets. Now Krishna and Arjuna are walking, and Arjuna sees this guy and says, "Hold on, wait a minute. I thought I saw you yesterday and I gave you 1,000 gold coins. What's going on?" So immediately, the beggar gets up and he says what happened. He tells him how he was robbed on the way to his house, and he feels very sad. You tried to help me, my dear. Hi, Anusha. You tried to help me, dear Arjuna, but I lost all the gold coins. So Arjuna says, "Oh, my poor man, don't worry about it." Here you go. And today Arjuna is getting diamonds. So he gives him a big solid diamond rock and he says, "Here, take this and you are all set for your life. Go live well, don't beg." So now this guy is extremely happy. He says, "Yay, I got diamonds." And he quickly makes sure he ties it in his pouch and he goes home. As soon as he goes home, he finds this old pot which has not been used for several years. He says, "Oh, this is the safest spot." And he takes that pot, dusts it a little bit, puts the diamond in there and hides it, tucks it away again. Right? And he goes off to sleep. His wife had made some porridge to drink, so he drank that and went off to sleep. And he gets up next morning and he's searching. While this guy was asleep, his wife, who goes in the morning every day to fill water from the river nearby, she took a pot and she went. But then by the time she was on her way back, she slipped and she fell and then the whole pot in which she was carrying water fell, broke. So now she needed a new pot. So she comes home and she searches around. She finds this old dusty pot and she takes it. She takes it to the river. She doesn't even bother checking what's inside or if something is there. She just takes it and she rinses it off in the flowing river, and the diamond just flows away. So she comes back home and he's like, searching frantically. And she asks him, what happened? So she says, he tells her, hey, where's the pot that was here? So she tells him the whole thing about having to go, falling down, pot breaking, taking this one, and having to go to the river twice and all that. So this guy really says, man, oh man, twice, not once, but twice I was given money, gold coins, and everything. But looks like I don't have the luck to keep all of this. So, well, fine. And third day in a row, Arjuna and Krishna find the guy begging. Now, Arjuna goes up to him and says, dude, what's going on? I gave you gold coins. You had it robbed. Now I gave you diamonds yesterday, but you're here again begging. What happened? And so this guy tells the whole story. And then Arjuna is like, looks at Krishna and says, Krishna, I don't think I can help this guy anymore. He doesn't seem to, hold everything. Now he's lost the coins, he's lost the diamonds. I don't think I can help him. Maybe you can. So what does Krishna do? Very sweetly, he says, of course I can help him. And he takes out 2 pennies, 1,000 gold coins, diamonds, a big diamond rock. And now what is he getting? 2 pennies. Now Krishna gives this man 2 pennies and says, take care. And they move on with their walk. Now this guy, the entire day, the only thing that he had in his hand was this 2 pennies given by Krishna. He says, well, this 2 pennies is not going to fetch me any food. What should I do? As he's walking, he sees this fisherman, who's just brought a fresh load of fish. And now he sees one of the fishes, really struggling for life. There's one fish still alive and it's struggling to stay alive. He says, I'll give this fisherman 2 pennies. Maybe I can at least help this fish survive for a little bit. And anyway, this is not going to get me food. So he gives the 2 pennies and then he takes the fish. And right when he's about to leave the fish back in the water, he sees that something is stuck in this fish's throat that's making it unable to breathe. So he puts his hand in and takes it out, and he finds what? He finds that big diamond rock. So he takes it, he puts the rock in his pouch, lets the fish back in the water, and he is jumping with joy saying, look what I found it, I found it, I found it. And his singing of I found it is heard by the robber who robbed away the gold coins. Now this guy gets very scared. He thinks, oh my God, I think he saw me, and I think he made eye contact with me, and that's what he's trying to say. I saw him, I found it. And so then he gets very scared and he says, please, he comes running to this beggar and he says, please don't report me to the police. Here is your gold coins and some more, take it and go home. Now this guy cannot believe his luck. He says, what? I found everything I lost as well? This is super cool. And he goes running back to Arjuna and tells him everything that happened and thanks him profusely for giving him whatever he gave him, right? So now he thanks and then he goes back. Now Arjuna is very puzzled. He looks at Krishna and he says, Krishna, can you please explain that to me? I gave him gold, so many gold coins. I gave him diamonds. Nothing seemed to work with this guy. But then you gave him 2 pennies and he seemed to get everything back. How did that happen? Krishna smiles and he says, of course, Arjuna. When you first gave him the gold coins and the diamonds, all this guy was thinking about was himself. He started building castles in the air, saying, oh, I'm going to build a house and I'm going to live so luxuriously. I'll have servants, I'll have this, I'll have that. So all he was thinking was about himself. He did not think about anyone else, right? But now, when he had just those 2 pennies, he said, more than me, this fish, he thought of somebody else, something else to save. and he used his wealth, he used his resources, his gifts to save somebody else. So that goes a long way. And of course, Arjuna, anybody who serves the divine, who takes care of other people, other beings, the planet, everything around them, they are doing work for me. They are actually helping me take care of others. So obviously I will take care of him. And that's how I made sure he got back everything that he lost. Beautiful story, no? I first heard the story from one of my teachers. And today I read this again on LinkedIn. Can you believe it? Somebody had posted this story on LinkedIn. And I said, this is such a beautiful story. And it comes at a time where people are a little, maybe they need some uplifting, and then maybe you can be that person who can goes out there and uplift that person. Like I shared with you yesterday, my son has done something sweet along with all of his Art Excel buddies. They got together and they had a simple smoothie challenge. This one child, Aman, I can proudly say that he's one of my students too. And, Aman is a super, super helper, a leader. He takes charge. And this child said, let's have a smoothie challenge. And once he got together with all of his Art Excel group mates and he was enthusing them by making smoothies every day, posting videos of himself making smoothies. And all these children joined him. And they all made smoothies every day. Each one had their own recipe, and they would post in their group pictures of their smoothie, them drinking the smoothie, in the ingredients and all that. So now they went ahead and combined all of this into a recipe book. Dave and Aman and 40 other children, they've combined all of this into a e-recipe book, and they have put out a GoFundMe page to collect funds. They want to raise $2,000, and they've put out this page on GoFundMe that says, help us raise money for buying masks and gloves for healthcare workers. Right? Cool, right? I mean, children taking charge and doing something for somebody else. We teach them all of this. We share stories and we tell them, but then now they're putting it to use. And oh, am I all thrilled about it? So I'm sharing that with you as a very proud mother and a very proud teacher. So I'll share a link to the GoFundMe page in the description box. Please go ahead, feel generous and give some. Yep, that's your action item for today. And also share with me a time when you have been generous or you have gone out of the way and done something for somebody, and describe how you felt. Gurudev always says this. When you're feeling depressed, when you're feeling low, when you're saying, oh, what about me? Get up, go ask someone else, how can I help you? And see that instant shift in energy. And you can come back up and alive and happy, and you can be productive. Yeah. So with that, I will sign off for today and see you all tomorrow with another new story. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inspired. Bye.